Yo, 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 what's good, y'all? Sorry about that. I had to go find my charger because my laptop was going down. But yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, what's good, y'all? Thanks for tuning in into the FJ Hoops. I'm your host, Andre, and I got a good show for y'all today. We're gonna talk about the biggest threats to the Boston Celtics, the defending champions, the Boston Celtics. Now, we all know the Boston Celtics, they won the NBA championship, right? Um, they won it in 5 games. So next season, they're going to be the hunted next season. Now, me personally, I believe that there's no team that's going to win back-to-back championships in this decade, right? I don't think so. It hasn't happened yet so far. The Lakers won it in 2020. Milwaukee won it in 2021. Golden State, Denver, and then Boston. Now, if you take a look at the Eastern Conference, yeah, shout out to everybody in the comment section too. Shout out to Thomas. Shout out to Thomas and Humble. Yeah, appreciate y'all for being in here. Thomas, you was talking so spicy in there, but I'm gonna get to you later. I'm gonna get to you later. But let's take a look at the Eastern Conference, right? So the East. Now I'm not gonna talk about. I'm not gonna. I ain't gonna talk about the Indiana Spacers, the Cleveland Cavaliers. I ain't talking about those teams. Orlando Tragic. I ain't gonna talk about those teams. Um, Me personally, I think there's 4 teams in the Eastern Conference that could definitely give Boston trouble. And yeah, shout out to Just Win Baby podcast, bro. Appreciate you for being here. He says you want to. Yeah, we gonna get to that, bro. But I think there's 4 teams in the Eastern Conference that can definitely give the Boston Celtics a run for their money. Now, when I say they can be a threat, I don't mean they're going to beat them, but they definitely can challenge them in the Eastern Conference. So I think the first team on my list, I would say the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, that's not the first team, but this like the on the bottom of the list. I'm going from bottom to top. So I think Milwaukee's definitely a team that could challenge the Boston Celtics. Now, anytime you have Giannis on your team, Giannis is definitely going to give you a chance to compete. Now, it's unfortunate that he's been injured these past few seasons, so we haven't really seen him in the playoffs be so effective. He was hurt last season, so he didn't even play in the playoffs. But he averaged 30 in the regular season, shooting 60% from the field. So you definitely have a chance with him on the floor every single time. And then you have Damian Lillard, who's the second option on the team. And they made some good, decent pickups so far this offseason. They picked up DeLon Wright, picked up Torian Prince. They picked up somebody else who I'm forgetting right now. But these are not moves that put them over the top. But I think these are decent moves, and it makes them a much better team than what they was last season, right? Last season their defense was not that great, but add in DeLon Wright. DeLon is a good. He's not a great defender, but he's a good defender. So, adding him to the team, that's an underrated pickup in my opinion. And then add in Torian Prince as well, and they signed somebody else who I'm kind of yeah, they signed Gary Trent Jr. So Gary Trent's going to be the starting 2 guard on the team. And me personally, I kind of like it because I think he's an upgrade from Malik Beasley. Malik Beasley didn't give you anything defensively, but I think Gary Trent could definitely be something on the defensive side of the floor. Thomas says I'm walking into a Mexican spot. I won't be on. Let me know. Do we have a bet on this, bro? I got you, bro. I got you. I definitely got you. Uh, T Sweezy says, Andre, you overhyped Miami. Now look at them. You and Herm, the wrong one. I mean, they was hurt. You beat a hurt team. You didn't beat them at full strength. So, but I mean, I'll get to it. But yeah, I think Milwaukee could definitely challenge them. But I think eventually the Boston Celtics will get over them because Boston has way too much. They have way too much talent. They have the offense. They have the defense, and they are battle tested, right? I mean, they're the champions and they've been battle tested. So I think if the Milwaukee Bucks had to go up against the Boston Celtics, I'm definitely favoring Boston, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes a 6 or 7 game series, right? I wouldn't be surprised at all because they have, Giannis is definitely going to be a problem. If Damian Lillard is on his A game, he can definitely be a problem as well. But I think Damian Lillard, they definitely have the defenders to deal with him. I mean, I think Drew Holiday and Derek White could definitely compete. They could definitely have Damian Lillard in check, and they can definitely compete with the Milwaukee Bucks. Definitely. Now, I'm speaking in terms of no injuries, right? I'm not bringing up injuries. Like, let's turn the injuries off. So, if healthy, Milwaukee could definitely compete with the Boston Celtics, but I think eventually Boston is going to win if they have to go up against them. Now, the third team, in my opinion, on this list, I will give it to the New York Knicks, right? And I know people are going to be shocked. I know Thomas is going to be shocked because Thomas is telling me that the Knicks are the only team that can beat the Boston Celtics. Now, the Knicks, yeah, they have some good pieces over there. They have some good defenders on the team. I mean, OG Anunoby is a very good perimeter defender, and he's also a good interior defender as well. Mikal Bridges he's a good defender. I mean, I think he's overrated as a defender, but in terms of guarding little guards, he can definitely do his thing. Guarding little guards, right? That's the only success he's had, guard in terms of his defense in the NBA. But in terms of like bigger wing players, you never see him, having any effect on them. I mean, if y'all can tell me in the comment section. I mean, maybe I just forgot because I seen way too many bigger wing players destroyed him multiple times. I saw Luka Doncic destroy him when they faced them when he was on the Phoenix Suns and they played the Dallas Mavericks. I saw Luka destroy him, multiple times. I saw other players destroy him as well. I saw Chris Middleton, destroy him. I seen other players. So I don't think Mikal's that defender that people think he is, but maybe on the Knicks, maybe that would be a different story because the Knicks have better defenders on the team, and I believe if you have better offensive players on your team, it makes you better offensively. And the same thing in reverse. If you have a better team defensively, it brings the best out of you defensively. And I think defensively he's solid, but on that level, I don't think he's on that level. Times are you yeah, he definitely is a Hawks fan. uh you said they drafted two players, DeLon Wright, T Prince, and Gary Trent. Yeah, that's the moves they made so far. The Milwaukee Bucks, which I mean, those are solid moves, but I don't think that puts them like that makes them favorites if they have to go up against the Boston Celtics. Nope. Timeout. You got smoked by an injured Knicks team. Let's not do that. Yeah, we lost. I mean, I'm not denying that. We lost. Bucks only lost because of injuries. Yeah, that is true. That's definitely true. Um, who didn't have their best player? So what's your excuse for the Heat? Bro, they didn't have Jimmy Butler, they didn't have Terry Rozier. Bro, what are you talking about? Come on, T. Now I'm not taking anything away from the Boston Celtics. I mean, you can only play whoever's in front of you, and y'all faced the Miami Heat, but I mean, let's not forget they had injuries. Miami beat us and Milwaukee in 2023. We was both injured. They was only missing Tyler Hero, who's a playoff choker. Uh they were missing Hero and Victor Oladipo. And all your players were on the floor. Now Jason Tatum did get hurt in game 7, but he continued to play. So, yeah. But I mean, let me just continue with the Knicks. Now, yeah, the Knicks definitely they have the defenders, right? They have the defense on the team. But the thing is, offensively, I don't think they can compete with the Knicks. I mean, with the Boston Celtics because other than Jalen Brunson, who else could you think that if you give them the ball, they can just break down the defense and get to their own shot or make a play. I don't trust Mikal Bridges in situations like that. I don't trust Julius Randle in situations like that. I don't trust anybody that they have on their team to be a huge factor in the clutch. OG Anunoby, I don't trust him to be that. I don't trust him to be that dude. Now he can play defense, yeah. He can slash the basket sometimes, but in terms of a shot creator, he's not. That's not his game. He can't do that. In terms of his game, he doesn't do that. That's not what he does. He's just a defensive player. And on the bench, they don't really have that good of a bench because they have three guards on the bench. And I just saw that they signed Precious Achua. So shout out to them. They have their backup center who's Precious Achua, but they have Josh Hart coming off the bench. They have Cameron Payne coming off the bench, former Sixer player. They have Josh Hart, Cameron Payne, and Dante DiVincenzo coming off the bench. So that's three guards right there. Right? That's three guards. No wing players coming off the bench. And I don't think that many guards is going to give you, is going to give you any chance against the Boston Celtics. You do need some wing players that can compete because these wing players, the Boston Celtics, they have these bigger wing players, and in order to stop them, you also have to counter it with bigger wing players who can give you something on the offensive side of the floor and the defensive side of the floor. Um, says Terry Rozier hasn't played in the playoffs since 2018. What are you saying, T Sweet? What are you talking about? Um, Victor Oladipo got traded 5 times in one season. Stop the foolishness. Miami with Jimmy wasn't beating the Knicks or the Celtics in round one. The year prior, they beat the Knicks and the Celtics. So I don't know. Now I'm not saying if Jimmy was there, they beat y'all, but they definitely it's not going to be a 5 game series. They definitely take y'all to 6 or 7, in my opinion. Shout out to Brian Pumper. Knicks are pretenders, exactly. But yeah, I think defensively, even if they get a stop, they don't have enough scores on that team. Other than Jalen Brunson, you can't really trust anybody else on that team offensively to give you anything, right? Julius Randle can be trusted. Mikal Bridges can be trusted. OG Anunoby damn sure can be trusted. So they don't really have enough offensive power on that team to compete with the Boston Celtics. Now, if they have to go up against the Celtics, now anything could happen, right? Anything could happen, but I'll still favor the Boston Celtics because Boston they just have too much offensively, defensively. They have everything, so that's why I'm not gonna favor the Knicks. Um, Now the second team, and this will be T Sweezy's favorite. I think the Miami Heat is the second team, right? I think the Miami Heat is the second team because every time they go up against now, other than this season, right? Now, just like I said, Miami was injured, they were hurt, so they weren't really out there with their best players. So, but anytime they go up against the Boston Celtics, it goes 7 games. Now, somebody could make the argument that Boston is getting better, which is true, right? Jason Tatum has gotten a lot better. Jalen Brown has gotten a lot better, and they made better moves. Now it's not the same team. The team that they beat in the 2023 playoffs. I'm talking about the Miami Heat. The team that they beat in the playoffs is not the same Boston Celtics team that won the championship, right? They made moves. They got Kristaps Porzingis. They traded for Drew Holiday, right? They got some good players on that team. So it's not the same team, but it's the same core, right? The core is still the same. Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown. The core is still the same. And I just think that it's something with the Miami Heat that, every time they go up against the Celtics, they give them a huge challenge, right? They give them a huge challenge every single time, and they make it difficult for them. Now, T Sweezy was saying that even if Jimmy Butler was playing, they still beat them in 5 or 6, which I mean, it could be true, right? It could be true. But I mean, the thing is, it's a hypothetical at this point because we didn't see that. So we just have to see it. But I just think that with Miami's with their system, their defensive system, that really gives Boston a lot of trouble. But Boston has a cheat code now. They have Kristaps Porzingis, right? They have Drew Holiday, who's not gonna get out of control like a Marcus Smart. Drew Holiday, like he gets his buckets, he gets out the way, he shoots his shots, he gets out the way, he plays defense at a high level. He's in a dunker spot, and he gets a lot of offensive rebounds as well. And when you play against the Miami Heat, that's one thing that you really need, right? You need shooters. You need, guys that can slash to the basket and guys that can play defense because In my opinion, I think that's what neutralizes them. But if the Miami Heat were to go up against the Celtics, I mean, still, I'll still favor the Boston Celtics, me personally, because they don't have enough offensive power to combat the Boston Celtics. Now, Boston is a powerhouse, right? I admit they're a powerhouse. Their system is just flawless in my opinion. They get a lot. They get jump shot happy sometimes, but when they're clicking on all cylinders, it's very very tough to stop them. And with Miami not making a lot of moves this offseason, that's really going to hurt them, right? Because they definitely need a very good, second option. Which me personally, I think Bam Adebayo could definitely be that second option. But seeing how he scores effortlessly in the Olympics, I think he can definitely take that step. And then Tyler Hero, if he's still going to be on the team, Tyler can be that third option on that team. But I still think it's not going to be enough because they don't really have enough for this Celtics team, right? I don't think their bench is better. I don't think their front line is better. So I'll still favor the Boston Celtics if they have to go up against the Miami Heat. Damn, it's a lot of. Let me see. You said timeout. Bucks was injured and Celtics was injured. Yeah, Bucks was injured. You talking about 2023? Yeah, they was hurt. I mean, every team gets hurt in the playoffs, so you can't really, you know, Philly always deals with injuries, but who cares about the Sixers injuries, right? So, he says not only that, we had the worst coach in the playoffs. That same coach just led y'all to the championship. T Sweezy, you gotta stop, bro. You gotta stop. You have to be stopped, bro. We stepping all over them dirty Tims with our Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And our New Balances. Yeah, that's what we doing. Yeah, shout out to Brian Pumper. Boston too good. Yeah, Boston is too good. That's why, in order to compete with them, you need a lot. You need a lot offensively and defensively. And your coaching has to be on point. Right? Your coaching has to be on point. The best starting five in basketball. Um, yeah, I know people are gonna disagree, but yeah, I'm not. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Tune in sports. When did Philly surpass the Cavaliers? Yeah, we're gonna get to the Sixers. Don't worry about it, bro. We're gonna get to the Sixers. I'm not worried about Miami. Jimmy Stoppers, Kyle. Yeah, Jimmy. Yeah, Kyle Lowry in the post. You can't really bully him. Brian Pumper, who's your team? He's a Sixers fan. If Miami is the end all be all, why they couldn't do what the Knicks could do? What did the Knicks do? The Knicks haven't gotten out the second round since 2000. So y'all get on the Sixers for not getting out of the second round since the year 2001. Well, y'all giving the Knicks all this credit and they lost in the second round. So I don't know what you're talking about. Miami did get to the finals, and the Knicks are yet to get to the conference finals. So, I'll leave it at that. Brian Pumper says Derek White is the best player on the Celtics. Nah, Tatum is the best player. I know you're trolling there, but yeah. Let me get to my last point, and if there's any team that could compete with the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference, I think it's the Philadelphia 76ers. I think the Sixers can definitely compete with them, and the Sixers they have just enough to compete with the Celtics. Now, the reason why I feel this way is that, for number one, the Sixers, in terms of the Eastern Conference, they made the most moves, right? I mean, you can even make the argument that out of all the teams in the NBA, the Sixers made the most. They made the most moves, right? The Sixers made the most moves. Yeah, shout out to Andre, bro. Appreciate you for being in here, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, smash the like button as y'all come in, bro. Smash the like button. Bram Andre as well. Appreciate you for being in here. I love that Caleb Martin pickup. Yeah, we're gonna get to all of that, bro. We're gonna get to all of that. Now, here's my reasons why I think the Philadelphia 76ers are the biggest threat to the Boston Celtics. Now I know T Sweezy is going to disagree, which yeah, he has to disagree, right? Because he's supporting his team. He's a Celtics fan, so I get that. But I think the Sixers are the biggest threat to the Boston Celtics because number one, the Sixers are due for a playoff victory against the Celtics. Now, the last time the Sixers beat the Boston Celtics was in 1982. That was when the Sixers had Dr. J, Mo Cheeks, Bobby Jones, Andrew Toney, and those guys, right? Darryl Dawkins, Caldwell Jones, and all those guys. That was the last time they beat them in 7 games in the Eastern Conference Finals. It's Eastern Conference Finals. And since then, the Sixers have lost to the Celtics in six times. And I mean, all 6 times the Celtics were favored, right? The Sixers were not favored when they played them in 1985. That was when the Celtics, they had just won the NBA championship in 1984 against the Los Angeles Lakers. They beat them in 7 games. So the Sixers played them in the Eastern Conference Finals in 1985, and they came up short. So in 85, they lost to them. In 2002, they lost to them again. I mean, they lost to them as well, right? That was the team that had Paul Pierce, Antoine Walker, and all those guys. And the Celtics were favored in that series. And then in 2012, they played them. The Celtics won in 7. And then in 2018, the Celtics won in 5. They beat the Sixers in 5 games. In 2020, in the bubble, the Celtics beat the Sixers in 4 games. They swept them. And in 2023, that's when the Sixers, that was the closest they've ever gotten since 1982, and they came up short again. So that's 6 straight times in the playoffs. And my point is that the Sixers are definitely, they're due for a playoff victory against the Boston Celtics, because I had a conversation with Zay last night, and he was kind of telling me how, he's a Clippers fan. He was telling me how even if Kawhi Leonard was healthy, it probably wouldn't have mattered. Dallas was still going to win because Dallas was due for a victory, right? Because the Clippers had beaten the Dallas Mavericks in 2 playoff series in 2020 and 2021. So he was like, yo, even if Kawhi was on the floor, it probably wouldn't have mattered because Dallas was due for a playoff victory. So I looked at that and I'm like, yeah, you definitely have a point. Definitely have a point. Kind of like when Michael Jordan was losing to the Pistons in the 80s, right? He lost him in 88. He lost him in 87. He lost to them in 88, 89, and 90, right? And then he got over the hump in 91. So it kind of made sense to me. And when you put everything into context and you talk about the Sixer team, number one, the Sixers are due for a playoff victory, and number two, the Sixers could definitely counter whatever or some of what the Boston Celtics run, some of their actions that they run. Now the Celtics, they're a drive and kick team, right? They jack up a lot of threes. They took like 40 threes in the regular season, and in the playoffs, I think it was right around 30 to 35. I could be wrong, but it was somewhere right there in the ballpark. So here's why I believe the Sixers could definitely counter them. Now the Sixers, they have offense and they have defense, right? Number one, they have Embiid in the center or at the center, who's a defensive anchor, right, a rim protector, and then on the perimeter you have a Kelly Oubre who could be a defensive stopper. You have Paul George, 2-way player, and then you have Caleb Martin, who we just picked up, who my guy Andre was talking about. Shout out to Andre. I really love that Caleb Martin pickup, right? We all do. And what's Caleb Martin's history with the Boston Celtics? He's known as the K word. I'm not going to say it here, but he's known as the Boston. Every time he goes up against Boston, for whatever reason, he seems to go off on them, right? So he's kind of like the modern day Andrew Toney, the Boston Strangler. Every time he sees Boston, it's on. Now we saw what he did in 2023 in that playoff series where he was awesome in that playoff series, right? He stepped up as the second option, and people were making the arguments that he should have been the conference finals MVP. But I believe, yeah, Jimmy definitely deserved it. But case in point is that we have a Caleb Martin who has experience going up against the Boston Celtics, right? He has experience. He's made deep postseason runs, and he's familiar with the Boston Celtics. He knows the Celtics through and through, right? He played against them this past playoffs. Now they lost because they didn't have enough. Now even if they had enough, they still were going to lose, in my opinion. But case in point is I was about to say Kelly Oubre, but Caleb Martin has, he has experience going up against the Celtics. He plays very good against them. So I think having him, in addition to Paul George and the other moves that we made, right? Paul George, Eric Gordon, Eric Gordon has made deep postseason runs himself. Andre Drummond, who's going to be a huge, huge part um, in the rotation. As a backup center, he's definitely solid. He can definitely outplay, some of the some of the what you call it, some of the Celtics big men. Luke Cornett, he can definitely outplay him. He can definitely have some good moments against Al Horford because he's getting older. But just because I'm saying that the Sixers have the best chance to beat the Celtics, that doesn't mean that the Sixers don't have any weaknesses, because the Sixers do. Now, I know one thing the Boston Celtics are going to do if the Sixers have to play them in the playoffs. They're going to try to utilize, Al Horford as the main defender on Embiid, and then use Kristaps Porzingis as the roamer, because that's what they did in 2023 in Game 6 and Game 7, and that really affected that really how it really had an impact on Embiid. One second, y'all. I'll be right back. Right, they use Al Horford as the primary defender, and then Robert Williams was the roamer, and that's what you know that really changed the series, in my opinion, because that right there had Embiid in check. Now they're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna do the same thing if we play them in the playoffs. So Nick Nurse is gonna have to, find a counter. Whatever you're gonna have to do, you're gonna have to figure this out. But one thing that is not gonna happen is the offense is not gonna be stagnant, because under Doc Rivers, we had the stagnant offense where it's Embiid or bust. You give the ball to Embiid and, just clear one side for him and just watch him ISO. But that's not Nick Nurse's system. Nick Nurse, he has a lot of actions off the basketball, right? There's a lot of movement, a lot of cuts, a lot of screening, and having Paul George is definitely going to be huge for us. Paul George and Maxi. I mean, Maxi's always taking a step every single time. He's always getting better season after season. He took a huge step last season. People didn't really see it coming, but Sixer fans, we saw it coming, and I believe he's going to take another step next season. Now, I think Maxi could definitely be a closer for the Sixer team. I think Maxi could be a closer on the Sixer team. And Maxi, I'm glad that he got in the weight room. And the reason why I'm saying I'm glad is because if we go up against the Celtics, Maxi will have to deal with Drew Holiday and Derek White. Now we know Drew Holiday ain't no, like, that's a strong motherfucker right there. You Drew Holiday, strong as shit, 6'5", big. I think he's getting a little bit slower. When we first drafted him, he was much faster than he is right now. But I mean, obviously he's getting older, so that but he's still good defensively. So Max is gonna have his hand full. So I'm glad he got in the weight room. I'm glad he's still working on his game, trying to get better, because that's gonna be a tough, tough task to go up against. But that's why we have Paul George. Now, people might not, have any confidence in Paul George, but I believe that having him, he's definitely, people have made me know that he's definitely an upgrade from Tobias Harris. And something that Tobias Harris couldn't do, that's what Paul George thrives at. And what is that? That is being a very good catch and shoot shooter. Last year, off of catch and shoot threes, he shot 45%. So that really works. That really fits with the 76ers, because Once Embiid gets the ball and these teams try to double, who's going to be open? Paul George could be open. Tyrese Maxey's also a very good catch and shoot shooter. I mean, I think he shot like 39 or 40% off of catch and shoots. So he's very good as well. And then Caleb Martin, who's also, he didn't really shoot the three ball that good last season because he had a hand injury. But I think at his best, he can definitely be a 40%, 39% 3-point shooter. So having him on the floor, that's also going to benefit the 76ers. Now, the only person I'm not confident in terms of shooting threes is Kelly Oubre. I think Kelly Oubre is going to be a starting two guard. But, I think having these other guys, these other options on the team, that's going to really help us a lot. And one last thing before I get to these comments, is that the Celtics are not going to do to the Sixers what they did to Dallas. Now, what do I mean by that? Boston got away with using Jason Tatum as the primary defender on Daniel Gafford, right? They had him on Gafford, so Tatum was the he disrupted almost every lobs. I think I only counted 3 lobs throughout the course of the series, right? But you cannot get away with that if you play against the Sixers. Because why? Embiid is he's definitely gonna punish Jason Tatum in the post, right? He's gonna punish Jason Tatum in the post, and Boston is most likely going to double every single time if they go with that defensive coverage. So I don't think they're going to use that. And just like I said, I think Al Horford is going to be the defensive, the primary defender on Embiid. I don't think Jason Tatum is going to be the defender. I think when you play different teams, you approach them differently. So yeah, I think that would be the approach. And Boston is not going to shut down the Sixers offense. No, they're not going to do that. It's not going to happen because this current team has, way too many shooters, right? They have way too many ball handlers, guys guys that you can give them the ball, they can break down the defense and get to their own shot. And they can get a stop on the other end as well because you have Embiid, who's a rim protector. And like I said, Kelly Oubre, Caleb Martin, and PG are they're defensive guys. They can get stops at any time. So that's definitely gonna work in the Sixers' favor. And yeah, I think the Sixers can definitely take them down. And to my point, I don't think there will be a team in this decade that will win back-to-back championships. So T Sweez, if you want to bet that, I'll bet you anytime. The Celtics are not going to win back-to-back championships. If you want to bet that, I'll bet that. But yeah, that's all I got. Those are my points. These are the reasons why I think the Sixers are the biggest threat to the Boston Celtics. And people may disagree, but it's all good. These are my thoughts. Just because I'm saying this doesn't mean it's gonna happen. But I'm just giving my thoughts, and people can feel any other way. Brian Pumper says Jaylen Brown butthurt, chemistry on negative. Um, I mean that's true to a certain degree, but then again, the Celtics, I think he might be focused on trying to win another championship, which is not going to happen. He may be focused on trying to win a championship. So, um, yeah, I think it'd be a different situation when he gets to the Celtics. Now, yeah, he's definitely salty that he didn't get on the Olympics team, but that's a conversation for another time. Shout out to my guy Zay. Cottage, ain't you live on your channel? Oh, he is. I didn't know that. But yeah, appreciate you for coming in. Cottage, appreciate you, bro. And shout out to Zay. Yeah, I missed out on a lot of comments. Shout out to Tune In Sports. I see you in there. I see you in there. Tune In Sports says T Sweezy's troll. Now I don't think he's trolling, but I mean he's confident in his team, which he should be. But I mean, me personally, I don't think any team is going to win back-to-back championships. So that's why I'm so confident because we heard the Nuggets they're gonna repeat, didn't happen. Milwaukee's gonna repeat, didn't happen. So yeah, I just it's too much talent in the league. So that's why I'm saying that. Um, Yeah, salute, salute to Brian Pumper. Yeah, salute. And I mean, I love what Boston did, right? I love what they did this offseason. They signed almost all their players, right? They re-signed almost everybody. They signed Derek White, Jason Tate. I mean, they re-signed Derek White. They extended Jason Tatum, and I think they re-signed Sam Hauser. So they're kind of like bringing back the same core that they had that won a championship the year before, which is that's the best move to make in my opinion. You know, try to run it back and see if you can win another championship with the same unit, and you know that's the best move. The Denver Nuggets 2 seasons, I mean, 2 seasons ago, um, after they won the championship, they lost two of their rotation players. They lost Jeff Green and they lost Bruce Brown, and those two players were a huge part in their championship run. And not losing those two guys, that really hurt them, right? It really hurt them, especially with Bruce Brown. That hurt them a lot. So I'm glad Boston is. I'm glad they're doing the right. They're making the right moves, and they're definitely going to be over the second apron at this point. But they're all in for a championship. So if you think you can win a championship, yeah, you can. You should definitely go all in. But I think the Sixers could definitely give them a run for their money. I think the Knicks could definitely be a challenge, but the Knicks don't have the offensive power that you need to go up against the Celtics because the Celtics have the scorers, they have the defenders. New York has the defenders, they don't have enough scoring, in my opinion. Miami, the same thing. They have the defenders, but the scoring is where it's going to be an issue. Now, Milwaukee, they have the scoring, but they don't have the defenders, right? They don't have the defenders. And I think the 76ers, they have the scores and they have the defenders. And even off the bench, they have the defenders and scores off the bench as well. Um, can the 76ers win the title next season? They have a good chance, right? They have a good chance. And if everything goes well, yeah, they have a good chance. But will they win the championship? I just don't know. But I'll say they have a good chance. Andre, we just need a big athletic dude like JT. Bro, you funny as hell. You was funny as hell. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. But let me drop the link. Yeah, let me drop this link. I don't know if T Sweezy's still in here. You want to make the bet? We can make the bet. I don't think the Celtics are winning back to back championships. So yeah, the link is in the chat. If you want to hit the link and join the show, uh, I'll be glad to have you on. But yeah, just like I was saying, I think Boston they're making the right moves, but I don't think their bench is that strong. Even though they have some good rotation pieces, I think Peyton Pritchard, he's a nice piece, and Sam Hauser's also he's pretty good, right? Came off the bench for them and was making a lot of threes. He's a really good 3-point shooter. He's a really good 3-point shooter. Only thing that is concerning about him is he's not that good of a defender, even though he's a lot better than what people give him credit for. But he's not that defensive force or defensive like a 3 and D guy, right? He's 6'7", but he's not really that good defensively. So yeah, the Sixers can definitely give the Celtics trouble because number one, they have the offense, they have the defense. Number two, they have the bench unit, and number three, they are due for a playoff victory against the Boston Celtics. Those are my reasons. And the Celtics, maybe they will also feel the other way. They will think, I mean, they have the Sixers number. I mean, we've beaten them 6 straight times in a row, so we can definitely beat them again. That's how they'd be thinking. And they have every right to feel that way because You have the bragging rights, and you're the defending champs. So that gives you all the all the credentials in the world. So yeah, but I think the Sixers are definitely. I think the Sixers will definitely beat the Celtics if they have to face them in the playoffs. Hey, didn't the Celtics win the chip this past season? Yeah, they did. They won a chip, but just like I was saying, Cottage, I don't think any other team is gonna win back to back championships, and I'm standing on it. Pause. Yeah, that was wild. That was wild. Pause. Pause. But yeah, I heard somebody saying that how can the Sixers beat the Boston Celtics? They haven't gotten out of the second round, which I mean that's a fair question, right? That is a fair question, and to this force is that yeah, I had to walk it back. Yeah, pause, pause. No Diddy. Yeah, no Diddy. But yeah, somebody said how can the Sixers beat the Celtics? They haven't been out the second round, which um it's a fair question, right? It's a fair question and it's a good point. But let's go back to last season. So last season before the season started, the Minnesota Timberwolves, right? Before these past playoffs, the last time they got out of the second round was in 2004 with um, Wiley Zerbiak, um, Sam Cassell, Latrell Sprewell, those guys, right? That was the last time they got out of the second round. So if somebody had said that the Minnesota Timberwolves were going to eliminate the defending champs, the Denver Nuggets, in the second round, would anybody believe it? No. But here's the case. They went on into the playoffs. They faced the Denver Nuggets and they were able to eliminate them. Right. So with that same logic, the Sixers could head into the playoffs next season and it'll be a completely different story for them next season. They can definitely have a chance to beat the 76 I mean to beat the Boston Celtics. So just because you haven't gotten out of the second round, I don't think that's that good of an argument. That is a bad argument in my opinion. I see Tuna Sports. Yeah, you probably have some issues with your mic. I think you gotta fix your mic. Yeah, your mic it was sounding shaky last stream, right? It was sounding shaky, but I think you should go out and come back in. Yeah, I think you should go out and come back in because I can't even add. Yeah, I can't even add you, bro. Yeah, try going out and coming back in. Yeah, yeah. Good, good, good. Yeah, so the Sixers definitely have a chance out of the four teams that I mentioned. Um, Milwaukee, you don't have enough defenders, right? The Knicks, you don't have enough offense. Miami, now people may disagree with the Miami, but I'm just including them because every time they go up against the Celtics, it's just a different. It's like a different rivalry on its own. Like it's just a different. It's just something different, right? And even after they won the championship, Derek White's father, his dad, had a picture, and then he captioned it, "How does this look?" And he tagged Jimmy Butler in that photo. So you could see the rivalry still there. So I think as long as Jimmy Butler's still there, I think that rivalry still it's still in effect. But I think the Celtics can definitely take care of them, even though it'll be a dogfight. I think the Celtics can take care of them. Yeah, Tune in Sports. I don't know if you're still coming back, if you're trying to come back in, but yeah, I'm gonna be on for a few minutes before I shut this down. Yeah, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Cottage. Shout out to Cottage 81. But yeah, I don't know why the Knicks get all this credit and they haven't been out of the second round. It's just funny, man. It's funny. The Sixers lose in the second round, and it's a failed season. But when the Knicks lose in the second round, it's a successful season. Like, make that make sense. Make that make sense to me. Yeah, it's just funny. It's just funny to me. But yeah, tuning sports. I'm just yeah. Hold on, yeah. I'm waiting on you, bro. I am waiting on you. Hmm. Yeah, it was a lot of comments at the start, but I think I got through everything. Yeah, shout out to Humble. Shout out to Humble. He was the first person in here. Yeah, shout out to him. But yeah, tuning sports. Yeah, I'm right here. So, but I think yeah, and T Sweezy. I don't know if you still on, but yeah, I definitely want to hear your thoughts on this. But yeah. Now I'm not saying that the 76ers it's a guarantee that they're going to beat the Celtics, which, it's not that's not what I'm saying, but I'm just saying that we have a chance. We have a better chance this time than we did um maybe a few years ago. We definitely have a chance. Multiple players, deep postseason runs, better team than last season, and yeah. Yes, sir. Yo, T Sweezy funny as hell, yo. T Sweezy funny. But, T Sweezy is funny. He funny as hell. Man, I don't know what the Knicks did, but yeah. Losing in the second round. Yeah. Yo, Tuna Sports, what's up, bro? I'm still waiting on you, bro. Yeah, but if any team has a chance in the Eastern Conference to take down the Boston Celtics, what team do y'all think what team do y'all think has the better chance? Y'all think it's the Sixers, just like I think, or another team? And I mean, I'm going by my order: Sixers. I'm gonna go Sixers, Knicks, Heat, Milwaukee. The other teams, I don't really care about the other teams. The Indiana Spacers, the Cleveland Vassiliers, the Orlando Tragic. I'm not really. I don't really care about those teams. Yeah, what's good? What's good, Derillis? Appreciate you for being in here. Yeah, now I know Derillis is not gonna say the 76ers. Probably see another team. But yeah, appreciate. Yeah, I dropped the link. I don't know if you want to come in, chop it up. You can definitely talk about it. Let me just drop the link again. Yep. Yeah, dub chat. Oh man. And oh, I forgot one last thing that one thing I didn't touch on is coaching, right? Now, is Joe Mazzulla a better coach than Nick Nurse? I don't know, but if I was to go for one coach, I'm gonna go for Nick Nurse. And I'm not saying Nick Nurse because he's a head coach for the Sixers. I'm saying Nick Nurse because I think Nick Nurse has been through, he's been through a lot. And, we've seen him, not being favored in certain playoff series, and then he comes out victorious. We've seen certain teams that he had in the past, after the championship with the Toronto Raptors. Um, he was in some tough, tough battles. And some of those playoff series, they went to the wire. They went all the way to the finish line, and he lost, but you could tell that him as a head coach, he can definitely get the most out of a team. And we saw that, after that championship, when he was with the Raptors after the championship, that next season, the Toronto Raptors, they were on pace to win 60 games, right? But the pandemic shut everything down, so they didn't really get close to it. But they went into the playoffs that season, and they played the Celtics in the second round. And that's when they had Kyle Lowry, OG Anunoby, Pascal Siakam. That's when they had those guys, and they took the Celtics to 7. Even though the Celtics, they were favored, but they still took them to the finish line, and they came out victorious. I mean, nah, they lost, but case in point is that nobody thought that series would go 7 games. But Nick Nurse, being the good coach that he is, he was able to push that series to 7. So, um, and then we saw him 2 years later. They faced the Sixers, and they took the Sixers six. They took them to 6 games, I believe. Yeah, it's 6 games, and then he missed the playoffs again, and then he gets on the Sixers. And I mean, last year, yeah, we lost in the first round, but I think we're heading in the right direction. Yeah, Tune In Sports. I don't know if you still try to come in, but I mean, I made all my points. I don't know if you have any rebuttals to it. Uh oh, there he is. What's good, bro?
You can hear me, bro?
Yeah.
You
Mm-hmm.
can hear me?
Yep.
It ain't choppy.
Nah.
Yeah, nah, I heard you, man. You talking some junk, man, with the DFJ.
How?
Um, Now you talking about my mic, man. I'm talking, I'm talking about earlier.
I mean,
I
that
know
was
I had
true.
technical difficulties. I know it sounded crazy, bro.
Yeah,
That's on you though, man. You had me talking for 40 straight minutes, bro.
bro.
I
I
ain't know my
thought
mic was choppy.
I thought it was from my phone, so I was like, "Nah,
Nah, I
let
feel
me
you.
try restarting it." And then I realized, nah, it's probably your mic. I was like, "Oh shit."
Where I didn't talk for a whole hour. I'm like that. Now he tell me, bro. But yeah, Mike is messed up, man. But y'all surprised T Swizzy ain't get on, man. You know he letting you get away with this, man. Like you really feel like
Get
the
away with what?
76 talking crazy about his Celtics, bro. You talking about the 76 is the biggest threat, bringing up Caleb Murray and everything, man. Um, how do you like how do you put the 76ers over the Cleveland Cavaliers,
Really?
over the over the New York Knicks, who, by the way, y'all was down 3-1 to, I think, right? But y'all did come
Yeah.
back. I give you that. Y'all did come back, but y'all was down 3-1. I get it. You feel like the Knicks, y'all could beat the Knicks, right? Right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, in your opinion, you feel like a healthy, and you know what I think about it? Like, yeah, I think the thing with y'all is it will be health. Like as far as the 76ers goes, if Embiid is healthy, I expect Paul George to be healthy. He played a good amount of games last season. Yeah, I think a healthy 76ers, I think could be a challenge for anybody in the East, man. But I don't know, man. It's just something. It's something about Boston, bro. I don't know. I feel like nobody gonna repeat in this era. but I don't know, bro. Boston is just too good, bro. Like they have the best starting five. I know the bench. You brought up the bench, but do the bench really matter? I mean, they have Sam Howell. He's alright. Um, who else off the bench? They had
Peyton
Luke
Pritchard.
Cornett. Payne Pritchard is nice. Luke Cornett. T Swizzy don't like Luke Cornett. But yeah, I know you need like I guess a good 7 to 8 man rotation. I guess, but I just feel like the Celtics starting five, like it just. I think with both teams, I think Celtics and the 76ers is going to uh be based off health. Cause Porzingis with his injuries, right? Can Porzingis stay healthy? And I think Porzingis play a major factor going against teams, man. I think stretching that floor out. I think he play a major factor. And yeah, man. I don't know. It's just something about Boston, bro. I don't know. I feel like Boston could get back to the NBA Finals. That's just me.
Um, but I mean, the points that I made, you think I was capping in any of them?
Uh, what,
Because
which
that's
one? Go ahead, my fault.
no, you good. I said number one, the Sixers have the offense and they have the defense, but the other teams they don't really have both of them, right? We have, I mean, Paul George is definitely one of the, he can get you 20 any night. Max, he can get you 20, 25, or 30. And B could definitely get you 25, 30. So that's your offense right there. Even Caleb Martin, who is the Celtics, the K word. I don't want to say the K word, but that's what I hear people calling him because, every time they go up against the
Yeah,
Boston Celtics, so he goes off against them and he closed them out. He closed them out in 2023. So he can get hot offensively and
yeah, he's a
defensively.
playoff
We know
vibe.
what he can. Yeah, defensively we know what he can do. So that's one of my reasons why I think the Sixers could definitely be a threat to the Celtics, and the Sixers is due for a playoff win against the Celtics. And I don't know if you was on yesterday, but Zay was kind of telling me how even if Kawhi Leonard played last season, they still would have lost to the Mavericks. And I asked him why, because Thomas is gonna feel different, BJ is gonna feel different. So I
Yeah, of
told him to
course.
explain why, and he was like, I mean, we've beaten them like multiple times, so they were definitely due for a victory. So I kind of looked at it, I was like, yeah, you have a point, and I compared that to the Sixers and the Celtics, and we haven't beaten them since 1982. Right, we've lost to them. We've played them 6 times since then in the playoffs, and we came up short every single time, even though they were favored all those times. I just think that we're just due for a playoff victory. That's just life.
And you feel like this is the year. Do you feel like this is the year that y'all do?
Not that this is the year, but I think this team has the best chance out of any year. I mean, maybe 2023. Yeah, we definitely had a chance. I mean, we was up 3-2, but they didn't close it out. So, and we had a lot of holes in the roster as well. So that didn't really work in our favor. But I think this year's team, we don't have as many holes as the 2023 team did. So that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, I think yeah, I like what y'all did. I like the y'all definitely had it. Y'all definitely made moves this off season, man. Y'all got Paul George. I think that's the biggest fish y'all caught. He's definitely is no Tobias Harris, bro. So I definitely get the y'all happy Tobias is going to Detroit, man. I think you don't have to worry about Paul George disappearing. Um, like Tobias Harris, of course, man. I think PG gonna be good as long as he's not the number one option. I heard Mike talk about he don't care if PG the number one option. I was like, nah, I don't think he want PG to be the number one option, but him being the third option because I think Maxi will be that second option. B man. I just think you know, I think the offense and defense is a good point. You're gonna need both against Boston, man, because like the Boston got, like I said, the best starting five, man. So like, my guys, we didn't really have the guys, to really match up. Like you had double team one of these guys, man. You got Tatum and Brown, man. That they a problem within themselves, right? One guy not going. Tatum could afford to have an off night because he got guys like Jalen Brown and Derek White stepping up. They could score at all levels on the floor. And the way they live by the three, they move the ball. So it's just they coming at you from everywhere. They attacking you, the three, and if you got a double team and stuff like that, so you got to have the guys to match up against them, right? On the defense, man. I think y'all got Kelly Oubre who was doing a solid job on Jalen Brunson. Y'all got Paul George. I got a couple guys over there that could defend. Who else y'all got? Y'all got Caleb Martin and who else y'all have? Who else y'all
Um, on,
defenders?
on the bench, I mean, Paul George is one of them. Kelly Oubre, Caleb Martin. I mean, Embiid is he's a solid rim protector, probably one of
Yeah.
the best. And on
But I
the
mean, as
bench,
far as the perimeter go, like as far as guarding like the perimeter,
so PG, Caleb Martin, Caleb Martin, Kelly Oubre, and you can add KJ Martin as well. I mean, he re-signed with the team, so you can definitely include him in that. And would you consider Eric Gordon as a defender?
oh my god, bro, I don't. Man, Eric Gordon is washed, man, bro. I don't got nothing to say about Eric Gordon, bro. The man is washed, man. I'd rather see Caleb Martin, man. I don't even know like I don't even want to. Yeah, he was on the Suns. That's right. Eric Gordon was on the Suns.
Hmm.
But I don't even remember what he did on the Suns. He did anything on the Suns? I can't even remember.
I mean, they got swept. So
Yeah, man. I mean, Eric Gordon, he was solid with the Rockets and the Clippers. It wasn't really nothing crazy, but I don't know. I don't like you said. I think you could have got Gary Trent. Like I think I would have liked that pickup over Eric Gordon, man. And a younger
right.
player. But I don't know. Eric Gordon, I guess. But I mean, I think the main issue, y'all definitely got the wing presence. Y'all definitely got Paul George. So I think that's a plus within his own right there, man. So y'all have the offense and defense. Because when B, he gonna demand a lot of attention too, man. If he's healthy. I think the main issue is the health with y'all, man. The Sixers. So if Embiid can stay healthy, y'all have Maxi, and I'm high on Maxi. Maxi is a killer, man. The guy laugh at you and give you 50, man. He's a killer, man. I like Maxi, but I think the Knicks. You're not too sold on the Knicks, right? You think the Knicks is too small?
No, not that they're too small, but I don't think. I mean, they got the defense, but I don't think the offense is something they have. Because I mean, if you lock down Jalen Brunson, who else could you trust that can get you buckets down the stretch?
Michael Bridges.
Bro, stop it.
Yeah,
Stop
you
it.
don't hold on. You don't believe in Michael Bridges, bro?
Bro, he's a solid player, but
You know,
consistent.
we not asking Michael Bridges to be the number one option no more. We're not asking him to be that guy like he was in Brooklyn. Brooklyn, he wasn't playing for nothing, bro. Michael could give you something, bro. Not being the number one option, bro. The dude was averaging what he's averaging over 20 with the Nets. Like he can score the ball, man, and he's good on defense, and his threes is good too. He can shoot the ball. Michael will get you about Michael can create for himself. So you don't believe in Michael?
I mean, I don't believe in him in the sense of he cannot beat you. Now, Jalen Brunson can beat you, but he can't. I mean, Mikhail cannot beat you, and I don't trust him creating consistently, especially if you got to go up against Jalen Brown. That's very that's a tough task for him. And I mean, he's a finesse player. He don't really like contact like that. He don't play physical, so
Yeah.
I don't trust him. I damn sure don't trust no fucking OG Ananobi.
Don't let Thomas hear you say that, man.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm speaking
Thomas might
facts,
pop
bro. I
out.
mean, he can't beat you. Now, defensively, they solid, but if you lock up Jalen Brunson right there, that's it. That's it for them. Now,
I,
I,
I
now I
like
think
big
I
guys,
think
man.
Deuce McBride is he's tough, but I don't think in the closing, I don't think in the clutch he gonna be on the floor.
Yeah. Do you think that like me personally, I don't see Knicks fans, I think they like Randall, but I don't know. I don't trust Randall. I don't know. I never liked I know it's a fan of Randall like that, man. I don't know. Do you think Randall could be a trade piece coming into the season? Then they might
Yeah,
use
yeah,
him
he
as a trade
could.
piece.
He could. I heard the
Cause
Clippers
I'm
might trade for him.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh man, the Clippers, bro. They man, shout out to the Clippers, bro. Clippers be signing like they be getting anybody.
for
They get
sure.
anybody, man. I don't know. Randall, yeah, I think I know. I heard the Knicks was. I was talking to my guy Blood. They was looking at Karl Anthony Towns. I'm like, how y'all gonna get Karl Anthony Towns? They trying to stack over there. I don't know how that they're saying Randall over
Yeah, I
there. I
heard.
don't
I
know.
heard. Yeah, I heard the Minnesota Timberwolves. They might trade him. I think they're having. They got new ownership coming in place, so they could trade Cat. And I was hearing that New York or even Brooklyn could be a destination for
He don't need to go to Brooklyn, man.
him.
Yeah, Brooklyn just gotta do what they do, bro. They gotta stop it,
Right.
man. Just stop. Don't try to like it's over, bro. Y'all traded Michael. I'm hopefully pretty soon they probably gonna trade Cam Johnson, the two buddies of Michael coming out of Phoenix. So I don't know, man. They gonna do their whole little rebuild, little process, man. Just stop with the stars, man. Just let it go, man, and worry about the drive with the Nets, man. But I don't know. Julius Randle, I don't know, man. He's okay, man. But the Clippers want him. Go ahead, man. Maybe I don't know how BJ and them feel about Julius Randle, but hey, I'm not a fan of Julius Randle, man. Like, he's okay.
Yeah, in the
Um,
playoffs, he hasn't really been effective in the playoffs. So, that's something you got to get, you know,
they still
you got
got
to
Mitchell
prove yourself.
Robinson.
Say it again.
They still got Mitchell Robinson, right?
Yeah, they still got him. The starting
Yeah,
center.
they just lost Isaiah, and I think they just lost Isaiah. I don't know if they
Yeah, that
lost anybody else. They
that
pretty
was
much
a
got
huge
the
loss for
same
them.
team. That is, he was a he's a good backup, starting big man, like hustle player, energy. I wish the Cavs not give up on that guy, man. We had him over the Cavs, man. He turned out to be a good solid rotation piece, man. But yeah. So the Knicks, you say no to the Knicks. You said no to you said no to the Pacers. I don't know about the
Nah,
Pacers.
bro. The Spacers, nah.
I they was they was talking about the Pacers on Mike's stream. I was like, I don't know about the Pacers, man. They too high on the Pacers. You
They,
got the Orlando Magic.
uh, I don't think, they got enough, bro. They
Nah, they
still
don't.
young.
Nah, they don't. But I think Orlando could. I'm not saying they'll win, but like there'd be a definitely challenge. They could push the series with
Right.
all them big plays they have, and they added KCP, who I think was a good pickup. Man, I try to tell Humble and them. They like, oh, KCP ain't do nothing. I'm like, nah, y'all tripping. He's one of the reasons why they got a championship in LA and Denver, and Denver lost two of them. They lost two of their best players with Bruce Brown and KCP.
Facts.
And KCP, yeah, that's so they just added like I don't know, weird. Like they drafted Tristan De Silva. I really wish the Cavs would have got him, but they drafted Tristan De Silva, and that's another 6'9", 6'10" forward versatility. He could play defense, good team defender. I don't know you looked him up, but he could shoot the ball, bro. He could shoot.
Yeah, he can. Hmm.
Like Philly, I saw him on Philly mock draft. Like I thought y'all was might grab him. I saw him on y'all board like the with the mock
Right,
draft.
right.
That's what I
And
thought.
then
I
they
was
drafted.
like, I needed I felt like I needed like a forward, like or a power forward.
Yeah, we definitely could have used him. I don't know why. I don't see why you draft Jared McCain because you have a lot of guards. So I don't know what the plan is.
Man,
And hopefully, hopefully it's not. Hopefully, maybe they package him and go get somebody else. But
where you try to package McCain? you try to send
yeah,
McCain out? Why you want
yeah,
McCain? If you ain't give him a chance, bro.
nah, you got to package him and try to get better, bro. Got too many guards on the team, so
I feel you, but I mean, hey, you ain't get the young boy a chance, bro. Kane, give him a chance, man. He got them followers too, bro.
A lot of dancing, a lot of extra activities outside of basketball, and it's like, yo, come on, bro.
Yeah, man. Nah, hey, bro, y'all dragged them. I was confused by that, man. Um,
Yeah, I was shocked, but I mean, Mitch really wanted McCain because
he
he's
wanted
been following.
McCain.
Yeah, he wanted McCain.
Oh, he's been following him. Okay,
Yeah, he's
so
been
he know
following.
about
Like he was a huge fan of McCain. I mean, not a
the team.
fan, but he's high on McCain.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he was
he
telling me
been
about
watching
him.
him. Okay.
Yeah, he was telling me about him even before the draft, and he was kind of telling me like, "Yo, the Sixers might draft him," and then indeed, the Sixers do pick him up in the draft. But I mean, I think we could have definitely went for it. Tristan or yeah, the
That's who
Silva,
y'all should have got, bro. I'm not gonna
yeah,
lie, y'all should have
or
got
Dalton
him.
Connect. I was hearing Dalton Connect too.
Dog Connect pretty solid too. I
Yeah.
think I think I really I think I would have preferred Tristan da Silva for y'all. Um,
Hmm.
I think he's gonna be a great role player. He's a player that you could probably use right now. He could probably impact in year one probably. He definitely gonna be a good piece for Orlando. Cause you got the power forward y'all playing what's your
Caleb
starting
Martin.
lineup? Caleb Martin at power
So
forward. Okay.
yeah, I think it's gonna be Maxi, Kelly Oubre, Paul George, Caleb Martin, and Embiid.
Caleb Martin, B. Yeah, that's a. See, y'all probably see. I was talking about DFS earlier. I probably could have used a DFS also, man. I know you
Right,
say you
but
like the
I
DFS.
don't I don't think Brooklyn. I don't think they're gonna try to.
Nah, they
I
ain't
don't think they're
rocking
gonna
with
try
that.
to trade they player to us, bro. But I
Yeah,
mean, what? I mean, they traded Mikhail to the Knicks, so
yeah,
I
the
think we
rights.
give them a better package. Yeah, to your rivals, that's crazy. So I think we can offer them a better package. We could probably get them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, business is business. They definitely gave Michael up to the Knicks. I did not see that coming, man. I mean, I heard he's talking like I heard him talk, when I'm on they looking at their screens, but I did not see
Bro, they switched
Michael
up. They
actually.
switched up on Mikhail, and it's just funny to me, bro.
Oh, the Nets fans, Breezy
Yeah,
Peoples, Breezy.
yeah,
Now they don't care about Michael Bridges. Like he's a bum now or whatever.
yeah. He's soft. He's this, and I was telling him like, yo, there's no way that a dude play. He's not. He hasn't missed a game yet so far. Right, play 5 or 6
Yeah,
seasons in
he's
the NBA. There's no way you can tell me
consistent,
he's
bro.
soft. There's no way you can tell me he's soft. And they said, nah, he's soft. He didn't represent for the Nets. He ain't this. He ain't shit. He ain't this. And I'm like, bro, y'all was hyping him up last off season. Like, bro, I remember I was on a stream on Breezy stream, and it was me, Young Africa, him, and some other guy. And Breezy told me himself that Brooklyn was gonna have a better record than the 76ers. And one of his reasons was that Mikhail's going to average 27, and then Cam Thomas is going to average 22, 23 points. And then fast forward a year later, they just switched on Mikhail. I'm like, yo, I can't even believe this shit.
Bro,
Yeah,
that's
like y'all
that.
switched up on him like that. And then they picked. He said Brooklyn was going to have a better record than the Sixers. And I don't know if you remember.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
if you
I
remember.
I,
That's
I
when
think, bro, Breezy. They said a lot. They say a lot of things, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I said, I had I came at Breezy before, man. Every time something when they did lose or something happened, I've always pulled up to that show on Wednesdays. The Knicks. Was it called? It's the Knicks and Nets podcast. Well,
oh yeah,
Tea Time.
who run the city? Who run the city?
Yeah, who run the city, man? Breezy be making his predictions, and you gotta stand on it, man. Breezy be confident, man. He's confident, but yeah, go ahead and say what you about to say, bro. My bad.
Now I was just saying, I don't know if you remember. I mean, last year when Harden was like, when he went to China and did that, Daryl Morey's a liar thing.
Yeah,
That's when people were saying that, oh, the Sixers, they gonna miss the playoffs, and that's when Breezy was saying that Brooklyn was gonna have a better record than the Sixers. because James Harden is disgruntled. And then fast forward now, it's like, yo, Mikal wasn't shit, and I never said that. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. You was talking spicy last offseason, but now after y'all traded him, now he ain't shit. And it's like,
bro.
bro, it was just it was just funny, bro.
Bro, did somebody compare him to Kawhi before? I thought somebody compared Michael to Kawhi. Or
They
said
did.
they
They did.
did, right?
Yeah.
Bro, that's crazy, bro. Yeah, that the whole 360. Well, you know how, hey man, he not there no more. So it is what it is, bro. He formed a power of friendship over with the Knicks, the
Right.
Villanova boys, man. What they call them Manhattan Bridges. That's what they call them, bro. That's funny. Yeah, they got me rolling. That's funny, bro.
That is funny. But I mean, I don't think he really wanted to be in Brooklyn. I mean, that second year, I don't think he really wanted it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I never looked at the Brooklyn as a like. I tell Breezy to pull up on my stream. I just tell him like, yo, no disrespect, Breezy, but I don't look at like the Nets as a threat, man. Like I'm looking at like over y'all, ahead of y'all if y'all are in the front. But that team, I just wasn't buying what he was, what they were selling, man.
Right.
And they got to the playoffs when they that year when they played y'all, but that was Katie and Kyrie, that was some of their work, right? So
Right.
that's how I was looking at it. Like Katie and Kyrie did, they built it, they got enough wins, and then boom happened, and now Michael and them is in there. Yeah, just they lost obviously, but I just never really took them serious. I don't know, just they just didn't have the guys, and then they fired JV. Yeah, the team was a mess, man. I just didn't know the direction they was going in, man. I just felt like they should have always like just rebuild, man. Stop trying to don't start like you're not getting Donovan Mitchell, you're not getting this player. Just rebuild, man. Build around Cam Thomas if you're gonna do that, man. I know Breezy high on Cam Thomas.
Yeah,
Build around him was
that's
definitely
just
gonna
Michael
do.
Jordan, bro. That's just
Yeah,
Michael Jordan.
Breezy. Yeah, Breezy definitely he's a what's he Cam Thomas apologist. Nah, I like Cam
Yeah.
Thomas though. Thomas definitely is like he can score. He's a microwave, bro.
Right.
The degree of difficulty in his shots. He's definitely a bucket, man. I felt like that was a steal when they did draft him when they had
Right.
Katie in them there. But yeah, man. I'll be like, of course it was like you got Michael. You trying to make Michael Bridges a number one, bro? Like he ain't no. Me and you knew he wasn't no star. He ain't no like, no superstar. Like you can let this guy be the number one option. Like who? Like
I
nobody
think
can be
I
the number
think
one option.
yeah, he kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? He kind of tricked them because when he got traded to Brooklyn, he was averaging
He
27.
was balling.
He was balling, right?
Yeah,
So they kind of said, "Oh, okay. So if he can average 27, then he can definitely average. He can definitely he can definitely give you 25 in like a full season." And
he was
try,
putting up numbers.
yeah, he was, but that next year they found out that yeah, it was it was KD and Kyrie's work. That's how they got to
Yeah,
the playoffs. And when they came in, they kind of like did just as enough to stay in playoffs or stay in playoff contention and still go to the playoffs. Because I think they was a 6 seed. But I mean, Mikhail as a number one, you know what I'm saying? You're not going anywhere, bro. You're not going
that's
anywhere.
not him. Like if you say no, I think Michael it would be a good number three or number two. You
Right.
know, but number one, that's not him. You can't make somebody something they're not. Like it's
Facts.
just not gonna work, man. And now the Nets, they moving in the right direction. They still gotta get rid of some of them plays. That's why I'm looking like, yo, Sixes, the cat use, DFS if that's what you can use one of them wings they got over there, man.
Right. Right.
Don't need to waste them over there. No disrespect to the Nets though, but no need to waste them guys over there.
Yeah, I think they should get rid of some of those other pieces. I mean, Ben Simmons, if you can get rid of him, you get rid of
Bro,
him.
that's your guy, bro. I I can't defend Ben Simmons. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
they're
defend him,
terrible.
bro. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think they got to get rid of him
Those
and
Simmons
then
gotta
build
go.
this. Yeah, build this team around Cam Thomas, um, Nick Claxton. They have the backup center, Dayron Sharp, who I was really high on him.
I think the
He's a
Cavs
very
should
good.
get their wrong shot.
Yeah, he's a solid rebounder. I wanted him, but we got Andre Drummond, so it's like, all right, I'm
Yeah,
cool. But
Drummond cool.
yeah, and they got some young pieces: Noah Clowney, Trendon Watford, Jalen Wilson. You know, they got some good young pieces, but you know they got to get rid of Cam Johnson. They got to
They still
get
got
rid of him.
Dennis. I think
Yeah,
they gotta
Dennis
get.
on the team. Yeah, he got one more year on this deal.
Yeah, Dennis ain't there long term. He definitely
Hey,
did his.
Mike said Mikal Bridges could be a second option. You think so?
I think
Because
so. I think
hell,
so. I like my
hell
coverage.
no,
No, no, no,
hell
no,
no.
no. Yes, he could, bro.
Nah, stop it,
On the Cavs, he could.
stop it,
On the Cavs, he could, bro. I would
stop it.
have him.
On a
I
championship
would.
team, no, he's not. No, he can't. On a championship team, no, he's better in the Derek White role. That's his role. When he's in
Yeah,
that Derek White role, that's him. All right, T Sweezy wanted the link, so I'm gonna drop it for him.
yeah. I think yeah. I like. I don't know, man. But for the Cavs, I would like him over like right now, man. Shoot, I could
Oh,
use.
and
We could use.
we had a debate. Who you think is better, Derek White or Mikal Bridges?
Damn. Um, Derek White is good though, bro. I like what he's doing in the Olympics too. Damn, Derek White or Michael Bridges. I mean, they both are considered role players to me.
Right.
Both are you know both are all star. Because Derek White was had a good year all star.
Yeah, but
Tech.
Mikal's not no all star. We not doing that, bro.
I mean, he was putting up the numbers before, bro.
Bro, those were empty cap. Bro, Derek White could definitely do that. If you gave Derek White
Like
his own team, he could definitely get you buckets.
man, that's tough for me, man. I like both players though. That's tough, man. They both play defense. Michael is taller, right?
Yeah, he's 6'7".
Damn, I don't know. That's a tough one for me, bro. Michael shoot the ball pretty good. Dag White, he can shoot the ball pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
What you think about Michael Bridges shooting? I mean, he shoot the ball with volume and have
I mean,
a good.
he cool. Not anything.
What you think, man? I don't know, man. I like both guys. I don't know. I might lean towards Michael. I don't know, man. I like Michael Bridges, bro. But Derek White is good too, though. Role players, man. Role
Role
players.
players. Yeah, I mean they're role players. But I mean me personally, I'm gonna go for Derek White. Recency bias. So
Recency bias.
yeah, I'm gonna go with Derek White. Recency bias, winning bias, yeah. All that.
Yeah, he said that. Yeah, yeah. That well, who I think did I'm trying to see the what's call it say. I think I was on T Swizzy show before earlier this year, bro. I with True, True the King.
True to King, yep. True to
Yeah,
Cap.
I'm trying to
That's
remember
right.
what he said. I think True. I
That's
think
right.
one of the shows. True was talking about how he would take Derek White over Jamal Murray. I think he said that. I had to go back to that stream, bro. Well, I think he said he would take because he was trying to like downplay Jamal Murray. I think, and I think he said he'll take Derek White over Jamal Murray.
If I find that take, he done.
Bro, if I yeah, I gotta like if I could go back, I'll let you know, bro. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but yeah, I could have swore he said that, and I was just like, wow.
That's a bad take. Come on,
I
bro.
was like, wow, because Derek White was balling, putting up good numbers.
Oh
In the
yeah,
All Star vote, of course, at that time. But
right.
yeah, Derek White over Jamal Murray, yeah, that's crazy, bro. I ain't gonna
Jamal
lie.
Murray's he's a different beast, bro.
Yeah, I know
Jamal
the
Murray
regular season, it's a regular season, but playoffs he
yeah.
definitely
Jamal Murray can
yeah.
give you 30 on 50, 40, 90 splits. I don't think Derek White can do that. So offensively he clears them, but
As
defensively
as as, as a
that's
number
where Derek
two.
White.
and make it, yeah, put him, as a number two option.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think we should be even discussing that. If I find out, I'll let you know. But yeah, he was just downplaying Jamal Murray, like saying who's better than Jamal Murray. I was like, damn, you think he better than Jamal Murray too? I said, I get it, but man, Jamal Murray's that dude. Like the playoffs, like you got them dudes that just rise in the playoffs, man, and he's one of them, man.
Yeah,
You know,
that was a bad take. That was a bad take.
he said more like a third option. I had to see more from Michael Bridges. Yeah, it's
But hold on, T Sweet, I dropped the link. I don't know if you saw it, but I dropped the link. I can drop it again.
all right.
Uh, mhm.
So you said okay. The Knicks, not worry about them. The Magic, um, the Bucks, the Milwaukee Bucks. I gotta see how they come into the season. Man. We gonna get another year with Giannis and Dame, and hopefully Dame, who didn't have a bad season, but it wasn't. Clearly Dame wasn't himself. I don't want to make excuses for him, but he still was an all star and everything. Still averaged close to 25 or something like that. And we clearly know that them guys was not healthy, bro. Like I give credit to the Indiana Pacers, bro. They won. We already knew like they had a chance, to win if Giannis and Dame not playing. But let's be honest, if Dame and Giannis was there, man, I don't think the Pacers would have been in the conference finals, right?
Right.
So yeah, we're gonna get another year of Giannis and Dame. And I like Gary Trent. They picked up Gary Trent and they had, like you said, they had Torian Prince, Dylan Wright. So they still got Pat Borders. Like they still got them guys, man. They got rid of Malik Beasley. Yeah. So the problem with them was their defense. And I know Doc Rivers still there, but hey man. Hey, we gotta see, man. The, they was able to win a game, right? But then Doc win a game. He won a game with Giannis and Dame, right?
Won 2 games. Yeah.
So look, we gotta give the Dame and Giannis experiment, another year, man. See what goes down with that, man. And Giannis, I think, been balling out for his country. So
Has he? Because
yeah,
I thought they lost on Sunday.
nah, well he was balling out before that. I didn't watch the last game that Giannis played, but he was balling out before that.
Wow. But yeah, I don't really have confidence in the Bucks as well because the defense is my only
Mhm.
issue, and their outside shooting as well. Now Damian Lillard, yeah, he's a good 3-point shooter,
He's
but
one of the
I'm looking
best.
at the
Yeah.
other guys.
Tory Prince could shoot. Um, Tory Prince could shoot. I think I'm not really, Pat Cable is shooting the three. I'm not really. We talking about starters or bench.
I mean starters,
So the starter lineup is Dame, Gary
probably
Trent,
Gary Trent, hmm
yeah,
Chris Middleton, Giannis Antetokounmpo,
and
Brook
Brooke
Lopez.
Lopez. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, all them guys capable of shooting except for Giannis.
hmm
So you're not really too sold on Gary Trent shooting.
He's solid.
He's solid. Yeah, yeah. You gotta be able to. He said that. You got like you said, bro. You gotta have the offense and defense to go against Boston, man. Um, but yeah, I don't know, man. I guess Philly. I guess Philly, man. But like I said, I don't know. I just think Boston is too good. I think Boston is will be in their own way, man. I think they. Yo, do you feel like the I don't think so, but do you feel like the Olympics will interfere because they have three of their main players or top guys over there playing
Wait,
in the
who?
Olympics. Um, well, Tatum hasn't even played, but Derek White and Drew Holiday. Do you feel like the Olympics will play a factor of them coming into the season with 82 games, or nah? They should be okay.
Yeah, they should be okay. They're gonna be fine. They're gonna be fine. T Sweezy says, read my other comments. Uh Yeah, bro, you had a lot of comments. You
T Swizzy cat, yo, T Swizzy, you capping too, bro. You try to get like I'm not even gonna entertain you, bro. Talk about the Cavs. Talking about we was the summer league champions. We gonna go for the end season tournament championship, man. You crazy for that one, bro. I know you
He said,
trolling.
says I forgot y'all got Reggie.
Oh
Y'all
yeah, you got
definitely
Reggie
better.
Jackson.
Yeah, y'all definitely better than the Knicks. Oh yeah, I mean I know we better than the Knicks. I mean even last season we was better than the Knicks. Before Embiid went down, we
I,
was better. Before Embiid went down, the Sixers was the third seed and New York was the fifth seed. Before they lapped us, Orlando lapped us, Cleveland lapped us, and everybody else lapped us.
that's
Indiana
right.
lapped us. So
That's right.
yeah.
That's
So
right.
adding Embiid and PG to the lineup, yeah, we locked for 50 wins again this season.
Healthy. Long to
Yeah,
say
I mean,
healthy.
when I say anything, yeah, definitely healthy. I mean, I turn injuries off, so definitely healthy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna be a major factor, bro. He said he did, bro.
Oh yeah, T, you were saying that Trudy King said Jared Vanderbilt is a elite defender. I mean, I think back in 2022, I'll consider him as an elite defender, but right now, I mean, he's been getting hurt, so he's not as effective defensively. But yeah, he was once an elite defender, in my opinion, but not right now.
Yeah, he hasn't even been playing. I forgot
Yeah,
about
right.
Vanderbilt. Gary, what's the other dude named Gabe Vincent? That little
Gabe
run he had
Vincent,
in Miami. Forgot about Gabe.
Cam Reddish,
Yo, the people go to the Lakers. I don't know what be happening, man.
Christian Wood, and all those guys
Christian
was hurt.
Wood got hurt. Remember Kendrick Nunn? What happened to Kendrick Nunn?
He not in the
Yeah,
league, bro.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was on the Lakers, and then I don't know what happened, bro. I feel like he just went missing one day, bro.
Yeah, they traded him to Washington.
Yeah, they
They
did.
got Rui. That
Rui,
was a
okay.
trade. Yeah, and then
But
after that
he
season
never
ended,
played though.
yeah, he could have, but
I don't remember
probably
him playing for the Lakers, but I think he played like five. Like, I don't remember him playing for the Lakers, bro. Like he literally had
nah,
like
he
a
was
short
hurt.
stint.
He missed the whole season when he got there, and then the
Yeah,
next year he played a few games.
yeah, that's kind of crazy, man. Yeah, I don't know them dudes over there
But
can't stay
I
healthy.
think he'll definitely make a comeback.
Who Kendrick Nunn?
Yeah,
I gotta see about him, man. I mean, he not old. I mean,
right.
what
He
he
20,
yeah,
probably 27 or 28.
yeah,
Because I
yeah,
remember he was in the rookie run-ins. Him, John Morant, and somebody else. The
yeah.
Tyler,
With Miami,
Tyler
yeah,
Hero.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. He
yeah,
was Miami. He was. I remember him in Miami. Yeah, Miami. He was doing good in Miami. But then
right,
after he left Miami, it was just down from there, basically.
right. So, bro, let me ask you this question: Who is the biggest threat to the Celtics, in your opinion?
You asking me?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, I mean, I told you already, bro. I mean, I said I don't. I guess I would say Philly, if healthy, but I don't feel like I still got the Celtics. I would favor the Celtics because I just feel like they just too good, bro. Like I said, they have a complete team, and I guess I would say I like the Knicks also, bro. I like the Knicks, but Um, I don't know how they gonna match up with the so they have the defenders. They have OG. They have Michael Bridges, and I don't know. I think with the Celtics, also, I think it's just like health with them, man. I just think the Celtics in their own way. I just don't see no team in the East. Maybe challenging the Celtics, yeah, but I just got the Celtics. They got their whole team back. They literally had the same starting five basically. As long as Porzingis is healthy, I don't know. I just like the Celtics chances in the East, and then maybe the Sixers and the Knicks is after that. I don't have my Cavs in the tier with y'all at the moment. Um, but
uh-huh.
the Knicks, I don't know, like the Knicks players match up with them. They lost Isaiah. They still got Mitchell Robinson, but I don't know, man. I think it just helped with the Celtics, man. And and I'm not too concerned about the bench. I don't think I'm worried about the bench. Yeah,
Wait,
I don't think I'm
let
worried
me
about the
yeah, let me read this comment right quick.
uh
T Swizzy says elite with no all defensive teams, no stats to back it up, no DPOI candidate. Deuce getting coach in the perimeter. Vando defense is nowhere near as good as Horford, White, Brown, Tatum, Holiday. Uh, I mean, sometimes getting voted to these defensive teams. Sometimes you know the narrative got to be on your side because I don't think Nick Claxton ever made a defensive team, but he's a pretty good
he's
defender.
a good defender. Yeah, he definitely
He's a good defender, so yeah. But I mean, bro, just like I said, recently he hasn't played enough, so you don't really see how effective he is defensively. But I think if he consistently plays and he gets to impact his team defensively, he can definitely make an all defensive team. Especially playing on the Lakers. Yeah, that's going to give you all the exposure in the world because you're playing with LeBron. So
right. He just
yeah,
got
Nick
blocked.
Claxton. Nick Claxton is elite, but he never made a defensive team. So, but I'm not saying Vanderbilt is elite right now. He's not. He's always getting hurt. So, uh,
I
yeah,
mean, I mean, yeah, man. Nick Claxton is one of the best defenders as far as big men go.
right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's one of the best, man. He's I want to put him, yeah, he's out there with Allen. He's out there with
He's better
Allen.
than Allen,
Okay, right.
but he's not better than Evan Mobley. He better than Allen
Oh
as a rim
man,
protector. Come on, bro.
bro, Jared Allen he go up there with anybody, bro. He's not scared of no smoke, man. Jared
Nah, stop,
Allen, Jared
stop it.
Allen, Jared Allen is a monster, bro. Mobley, yeah, we not going and yeah, stop. Don't disrespect Jared Allen, bro. He's a good rim protector, bro.
Is
And
he?
don't put up no pictures of him getting dunked on. No, it happens. If you playing defense, yeah, yeah, you gonna do that, bro. Like if you play, that means he not scared, bro. He playing good defense, bro.
Man, stop
He
it,
that,
bro.
mean, that means he not scared of contact, man. He
Stop it,
sacrificing
bro.
for the team.
Bro, look
That's
at
cute,
this.
bro. Yeah,
Come
that's
on,
cute. It's Embiid, but that's cute.
bro.
I haven't seen Embiid do that in a minute.
I saw Claxton block Embiid multiple times. I never saw Jared Allen block Embiid. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I never saw it.
I'm pretty sure,
It never happened. Stop it.
pretty sure I could find something, of
It
Allen
never
blocking,
happened, bro.
man. I'm pretty sure of it, man. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, bro. That's a cute little picture, man. Look, all I know is, man, last time I checked, bro, Jared Allen got the best of Joel Embiid last time they played. So that's just what it is, bro. So
I mean,
you can have that. You can have that old picture. That old
anybody can have a
picture.
good game, bro.
Anybody can have a good game, man. But it is what it is. He still outplayed Joel Embiid, man.
No, he didn't. Stop it.
Yes, he did, bro.
He didn't. We're not doing that.
He definitely outplayed him, bro. And he hit the game winner over Embiid. You can't.
That
You
wasn't
can't.
no game winner, bro.
That was a game winner, bro.
Allen
That's
not
a
no
game.
jump
They don't
shooter,
have,
bro.
bro. He hit the game winner. You don't have to, bro. Actually, Jared Allen got a nice little mid range, but he hit the game winner over Joe Embiid, man.
A jump
The one
shot,
he was it a jump shot or was it a hook shot? I think it was a. It could have been a hook shot, bro.
bro. You
It could
you
have been.
you
It could have been a hook shot. I forgot, man. It could have been. It could have been like a floater or something, bro. He definitely hit the game winner over Embiid, bro. He the reason why we beat y'all in the end season tournament.
Yeah, he was balling. I'm not taking that away from him, but he didn't outplay him because Embiid probably had 30 in that game, 30 and 10, 30 and 11, or some shit like that.
I don't know. I
So
think
yeah, that
I
shoot that shoot capping,
I
bro.
nah, because DG had outplayed Tyrese Maxey that same game. They got played by my duo outplayed your duo
He
DG
did.
and You say he did, right? You agreeing?
But what's the Sixers? Were the Sixers? That was the second night on the back to back, so it's not
Bro,
even
we
that
ain't doing that. It's back to
impressive.
backs, bro. Come on, bro. It was in your house. It was it was at Wells Fargo, bro. It was in your house, bro. I don't want to hear that. It's an in season tournament game. You should be motivated to play, bro. Stop it.
Damn, T Sweetie talking spicy, bro.
He don't look. I look. We already know T, man. Go
I don't know. T don't like Vanderbilt like that.
like
He says
yeah, I get it.
why Vanderbilt can't impact the game. Dylan Brooks, Evan Mobley. I mean,
Why you going on Van? Why you disrespecting Vanderbilt? I know he played for the Lakers. I know that. I know he played for Lakers. He played with LeBron. But damn, why Vanderbilt catching so much? So much
all
energy from
right,
you, T.
any role player that plays with LeBron is overrated.
Bro, wow,
Yeah,
bro.
I knew that's where it was going. I knew
I thought
that's where it was going.
Vanderbilt did good. I thought Vanderbilt in the playoffs they was using him, man, for his defense, man.
Yeah, for his defense, right? When they went up
Yeah,
against the Golden State Warriors, he was good. Now you can't shut down Steph Curry because that's one of the best offensive players. But I think for what he does, he was pretty solid.
bro.
Now,
A lot of people was looking to get Vanderbilt, like a few seasons ago, 2 years ago.
2 years ago, right? I
People,
wanted the
everybody was
Sixers
talking
to
about
get
getting
him.
him.
Right, I
Right.
wanted the Sixers to get him because he's elite
The only
defensively.
thing is his offense. That's the only thing, and
Hmm.
that's the only thing. But he's a defender, right?
Right, is what he does.
Yeah. So I mean, that's his skill, man. His skills are him defending, but his offense, that's the only downside to his game, and which he was still they were trying to make him shoot the ball, shoot the corner shots and everything. He was trying,
Right,
but yeah, that's not him, man. But he's definitely everybody wanted. The Clippers, I think they were talking about when we on a pull up, they were talking about how they wanted Vanderbilt, man. That dude was wanted, bro. But yeah, offense got to get better, but defense is definitely there, man. He's not a guy that's gonna stretch the floor out. Got to play around the rim, of course. Get you some rebounds and stuff like that. Yeah, I thought Vanderbilt was cool. Um, I thought he was cool, man. I'm gonna be right back.
all right, bro.
If you still on, but I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, you said show me a clip where he locked up Steph. I mean, I could, but it's not gonna be tonight. I could be petty and go find the clip, but because you said show me a clip, I damn sure could find you one clip where he probably has Steph Curry in a straight jacket. But um, yeah, I ain't gonna go find it. I watched the whole series. Man, Marcus Smart ain't all that, bro. He want a fake ass DPOY, bro. He ain't all that, bro. Then Steph Curry cook Marcus Smart in the finals. Then Marcus Smart get cooked in the finals. So Marcus Smart also gets cooked. But yeah, that's besides the point. But I mean, I'm not saying he's a lead defender right now, but I think 2 seasons ago he definitely was. When he was on that Timberwolves team, when him, Patrick Beverly, Anthony Edwards, like those guys, they were good defensively. They were good defensively. Drew Holiday better than of course he's better than Marcus Smart. Of course he is. Marcus Smart got injured against Miami. Hasn't been the same since. Nah, we not doing that, bro. We not doing that, bro. Nah, nah, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna get ready to close out. I'm gonna get ready to close out. I mean, T Swift, I was waiting for you to come in because you asked for the link, but you said zero defensive team votes. You talking about Vanderbilt? Yeah, I mean he hasn't really. But I think if he was playing and playing for the Lakers, his defensive uh plays is definitely going to be seen, and he could potentially make a defensive team. But I don't think he has a shot at making any defensive teams anymore because I think this injury that he suffered is going to really impact his play. So yeah, I don't think he can make any all defensive teams. But hey, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But he says go look at that injury. You talking about Marcus Smart? I mean, he probably was, but I mean, the people are not gonna care whether he was hurt or not. He was hurt one time. Stop it. But Marcus Smart was hurt one time, and you giving him the benefit of the doubt. But see, nobody said that. We not. I didn't say he's a top defender in this conference. Like I said, he's not an elite defender anymore. But 2 seasons ago, he definitely was. 2, 3 seasons ago, he was an elite defender with the Timberwolves and that first stint with the Lakers after he got traded from from the Timberwolves to the Lakers. So yeah, Marcus Smart been hurt since. Nah, you moving the goalpost right now. I brought up the finals and I said that Steph Curry cooked Marcus Smart. He wasn't hurt in the finals, so why he got cooked? Why he didn't lock up Steph Curry? Oh, he got hurt with us in Memphis. All right, yeah, all right, bro. But Jared Vanderbilt, you're not giving him the benefit of the doubt though. Context. Yeah, but you're not putting Jared Vanderbilt in context. When he got hurt, yeah. I think you don't like Jared Vanderbilt. And it's cool. Like, bro, there's certain players I don't like, and trust me, I be treating them the same way. So I get it. Cause I be doing the same shit. You feel me? I be doing the same shit. And I don't care sometimes. I mean, especially Jared Allen. I don't care about him. I don't really care about him. So yeah. But I'm gonna get ready to close out. I think I touched on everything that I wanted to touch on. I gave my reasons, and I felt like I made legit. You know, I felt like my reasons were legit. So yeah, I appreciate each and every person that tuned in. Shout out to Thomas. Shout out to Humble, Tuna Sports, Zay, T Swizzy. If y'all haven't sub, y'all can go sub to T Swizzy's channel, Just One Baby Podcast. He's a Celtics fan. I think he's probably a Boston sports fan. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, I know he's a Celtics fan for sure. So y'all can tap in with him. And I mean, yeah, y'all can sub to my guy Cottage 81. Y'all can sub to his channel as well. Tuna Sports says Jared Allen living rent free. No, he don't. No, he don't. He's just overrated, bro. He gets a lot of passes. Y'all be giving him a lot of passes. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah, but I mean, T Sweezy, I don't know if you want to come in. I mean, I could drop the link one more time, and you can pop your shit. I mean, y'all won the chip, so y'all won the NBA championship. Let me see what you gonna say. Yeah. Vanderbilt. Jaden McDaniels. Yeah, I feel like that Timberwolves team they were solid defensively. They were solid. Right, 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 right. Yeah, that Minnesota team, they was top 10 in defense, right? When they had Patrick Beverly, Jaden McDaniels, Jared Vanderbilt, they were solid defensively. And they played the Memphis Grizzlies in the first round. Yeah, so T Sweezy, I think you should probably go watch some of his highlights from the 2021-2022 season. Yeah, because that Timberwolves team, they were good defensively. I mean, they had Patrick Beverly, Jaden McDaniels, and Jared Vanderbilt. And those three, they were the defensive anchors on that team. It wasn't no Carl Anthony Towns or no D'Angelo Russell. So yeah, I think you should probably watch some highlights from that season. Tuna Sports says, bro, you ain't gonna do you ain't gonna do a damn thing, bro. Yeah, and I think that was the last time that Jared Vanderbilt was elite defensively. But as of currently, not so much because he missed a lot of games last year, and he didn't play in the playoffs. I think if he played in the playoffs, he would be guarding Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., and all those other guys. Because those guys was averaging 20 against the Lakers. So yeah. But I'm gonna close out right now. I don't think T Swizzy gonna come in. I don't think Tuna Sports gonna come in anytime soon. So yeah, I'm gonna end it right here. Appreciate each and every person for tuning in. I hope y'all have a blessed night and peace.